She laughed, I listened. She lost everything. I overheard my girlfriend cackling with her friends at a cafe, plotting to cruelly reject me after my proposal. I stayed calm and waited. 2 days later, she was frantically buzzing my intercom, pleading for mercy. I'm a 29-year-old guy, and I'd been with Sophia, 27, for 3 years. That moment at the cafe flipped everything I thought I knew about us, and I'm still reeling. I need to vent. We met through shared friends at a casual get-together, moved in together last year, and things felt flawless. She'd been dropping hints about marriage, showing me ring designs on social media, chatting about dream venues. I was set to propose next month. That morning, I was at Brew Haven, our go-to coffee shop, tucked in a quiet corner with my laptop. My earbuds were in, but no music was playing. I was just trying to focus on work. Then I heard her laugh. Sophia was there with her friends, Clara and Elise, at a table just behind me, hidden by a tall partition. I was about to greet them when I caught my name in their conversation. Something in her tone stopped me cold. "Are you really going through with it?" Clara asked, her voice low but not low enough. Sophia's laugh was sharp, almost vicious, unlike anything I'd heard from her before. "Obviously," she said. "Evan's so predictable. I saw his search history, engagement rings." "What an idiot." 3 years is a long con, Elise said, hesitant. "You sure?" Sophia snorted. "The lease is in his name. I've barely spent a dime, and Nate's place. Way better. You should see his ride." My hands trembled, but I stayed still. Nate, her coworker who'd been popping up in her posts lately. "What if Evan doesn't pop the question when you think?" Clara asked. "He will," Sophia said smugly. "I've got him eating out of my hand. When he does, I'll let him make his little speech, get on one knee, then I'll laugh in his face and call him a pathetic nobody. Nate's already booked us a trip to Miami the next day." They giggled, glasses clinking. "You're ruthless," Elise squealed. "What about his friends, your mutual ones?" Clara asked. "They'll move on," Sophia said dismissively. "Most are his anyway. Nate's circle is better, fancier events, better connections. Evan's sweet, but he's just ordinary, still wearing that cheap watch from 2010. Rage simmered inside me, but I kept my breathing steady. 3 years, 3 damn years, and she'd been playing me. "When's the big day?" Clara asked. "He loves that cheesy Italian spot, Bella Vita. Bet he does it there, 2 weeks tops. I've been sending him pics of that emerald-cut ring from Lux Gems." They kept talking about Nate, their secret meetups, how she'd been siphoning money from our shared account. My grip on my phone tightened, but I stayed frozen, recording every word. When they left, I watched them pile into Sophia's car, still laughing, oblivious to me. I drove home in a fog, but my mind was already plotting. The lease, our accounts, the proof I'd need, I had it all. That evening when Sophia came home, I played it cool, asked about her day, listened to her lies about lunch with the girls. She kissed me, mentioned Bella Vita for our anniversary next week. "Perfect idea, love," I said, smiling. She grinned, probably thinking her scheme was airtight. If only she knew what I was cooking up. I'll update as things unfold. For now, I've got calls to make and plans to set in motion. The next few days will be wild. Update. One quick recap. I overheard Sophia at the cafe, scheming to humiliate me during my proposal and admitting she's been seeing Nate, her coworker. The past week has been a whirlwind. I went full sleuth mode, needing concrete evidence before acting first. I made a fake social media profile and followed Clara and Elise. They post everything. Within days, I had stacks of screenshots, them at bars, restaurants with Sophia and Nate. In some, Sophia's kissing him, still wearing the promised ring I gave her last Valentine's. Bold move then, I decided to eat at the Thai spot near her office where she works late on Thursdays. Guess who was there, sharing spring rolls and flirting? Sophia and Nate, acting way too cozy for colleagues. I sat at the bar, sipped a drink, and recorded them. They were so wrapped up they didn't notice me. Sophia was even wearing my jacket, wiping food off his face. The next day, I ran into Clara at the supermarket. She froze. I just smiled, asking how their cafe hangout went. She stammered, trying to escape, but I kept her there with harmless questions about Sophia's big work project and late meetings. She was sweating. Then I showed her a fake ring photo, saying I was planning to propose. Her face was a mess of panic. She called Sophia right after leaving. Sophia rang me minutes later, overly sweet, asking about dinner plans. My friend Lucas, who works at her company, spilled that Nate's in the middle of a divorce, something Sophia doesn't know. He's been promising to leave his wife for ages. I've been playing the doting boyfriend, dropping hints about our future. Sophia's eating it up, thinking she's got me fooled. Yesterday, she left her phone unlocked while showering. Her texts with Clara were open. He's so gonna propose. Nate says we can go public after I ditch Evan. Here's the kicker. I booked a table at that upscale steakhouse downtown for next Saturday. Sophia thinks it's for the proposal. Her friends are coming to celebrate. Nate's planning to lurk at the bar. They're in for a surprise. I've been quietly moving my stuff out, nothing she'd notice yet. The ring box I'm bringing, filled with their texts, photos, and a note for her keeping up the act is tough. Every time she talks about us, I want to confront her. But watching her think she's winning while I'm planning her downfall, it's almost poetic. Saturday's coming and I'm ready. I've got evidence, witnesses, and a clean exit plan. Sophia thinks she's the star of this drama, but she's about to crash hard. I'll update after Saturday. You won't want to miss it. Edit. Thanks for the support. Yes, I've backed up all evidence multiple times. No slip-ups here. Edit too. To those asking, yes, I'll send Nate's wife the evidence. She deserves the truth. To update 2 last night was unreal, and I'm still processing. Thanks for the encouragement. It kept me grounded. I reserved a spot at Bella Rosa for 7:30 p.m. It's not Michelin star, but it's the nicest Italian place around, and Sophia had been hinting at it for months. Her friends were there ready to film her big moment. Lucas was at the bar as planned. I wore the gray suit Sophia loved, picked her up at 7, and she was radiant, checking her phone constantly, probably texting Nate and her friends. I kept calm, thinking of her cruel laughter at the cafe. By dessert, she was antsy, expecting the proposal. Then I stood up, holding my wine glass. I'd like to make a toast, I said, loud enough for nearby tables to hear. Sophia beamed. Clara was filming. To Sophia, my partner of 3 years. Then I dropped the bomb. Who's been seeing Nate from her office for 8 months? Her smile vanished. I played the cafe recording. Her voice echoed. I'll crush him after he proposes. Nate and I have a trip planned. Her face went pale. Clara and Elise froze. Funny thing, I continued. Nate never mentioned he's married, did he? Sophia exploded, knocking over her glass. You bastard, you set me up, she shrieked. The restaurant went silent. No, you set yourself up, I said. I just chose not to be your fool. I turned to her friends. Did you know she planned to humiliate me? Or were you just cheering her on? Elise teared up. Clara tried defending her, but I cut in. Check your phones. I sent you Sophia's texts with Nate bragging about playing us all. Sophia lunged for my phone, but Lucas stepped in. Don't, he said. She lost it, screaming that I'd ruined her perfect plan. The manager escorted her out as she ranted about my betrayal. The irony, Elise stayed looking ill. I didn't know, she said. She told us you were possessive, that she needed an escape. She showed me texts. Sophia had painted me as the villain for months outside. Sophia was sobbing on the curb, probably calling Nate. Good luck. His wife got the truth last week. Clara tried consoling her but backed off when she saw me. How could you do this? Sophia cried. I loved you. No, I said. You loved what I could provide. There's a difference. I drove off. She called and texted all night. Threats, then please. I blocked her. This morning, my phone blew up. Sophia showed up at Nate's house at midnight, causing a scene. His wife called the police. Now Sophia's trying to spin the story in our friend group, but the recording and screenshots are out there. No one's buying her lies. I should feel guilty for how public this got, but after hearing her plan to humiliate me, this feels like justice. Lucas is taking me for drinks tonight to unwind. For the first time in months, I feel free. Edit. Her stuff's boxed up. Her cousin's picking it up tomorrow. No direct contact. Edit too. Thanks for the support. No, I'm not ready to date again. I need time. Final update. It's been 2 months since that night at Bella Rosa, and the fallout's been wild. You've been asking for updates, so here we go. Sophia's meltdown outside my place was just the start. She bombarded me with 50+ missed calls and texts, cursing me out, then begging for a second chance. Here's the tea. Nate's wife works at their company, different team. Someone, definitely not me, emailed her their full text history. It was chaos. Nate got sacked for dating a subordinate against company rules. Sophia got fired too, after flipping a table in the office and screaming that I'd destroyed her life. Lucas saw it all. Security dragged her out as she ranted, those screenshots of her bragging about playing me. They accidentally hit our friend group's chat. Sophia tried to save face, but it crashed and burned. She showed up at our usual bar, spinning her sob story, but Clara stood up and called her out. You're a liar, and we're done. Sophia threw a drink at her, got banned, and ended up sobbing in the parking lot as everyone watched. The apartment was the real blow. Sophia had given notice at her place, thinking she'd move in with me post-proposal. Now she's crashing on her cousin's couch, jobless and broke. Last week, she showed up at my worksite, yelling that I owed her for 3 years. My crew filmed it, and that clip's gone viral locally. Not my plan, but I'm not mad. The ring money? I used it for a solo trip to a stunning beach resort. Posted some pics, and Sophia flipped, texting me that it was our money. Hilarious. Oh, and I met someone, Leela. She's different. Independent, no games. She saw Sophia's latest online rant about me and just laughed, saying, she needs a life. Sophia found out about Leela and went ballistic, messaging her warnings about me. Leela sent back the parking lot meltdown video and blocked her. I'm obsessed with this woman. Sophia's parents, who treated me like their own, called to apologize. Her mom was in tears, humiliated. Their whole community's seen the videos. Sophia's now jobless, friendless, and moving back with her parents. Her reputation's toast, all her own doing. I'm thriving with Leela and a fresh start. Karma hit hard, and Sophia's the only one to blame at it. Thanks for the love. Leela and I are going strong. No, I haven't heard from Nate's wife, but she cleaned him out in the divorce. Sophia's still trying to reach me through burner accounts. Pathetic at it too. No, I'm not sharing the videos. This isn't about dragging her further. She did that herself. TLDR. Ex tried to ruin me, ended up ruining herself. Lost her job, friends, and respect. I'm happier than ever with someone new. If this story moved you, please give it a like, share it with others, and follow for more real-life stories and heartfelt experiences. Why our support means everything, and it helps us share more stories like this. Thank you for reading, and I'll see you in the next one.